That's it. You're here with Ladylife and the Backstage Pass. You never know what happens backstage stays backstage. Tonight I have some special guests, some information on entertainment, music, fashion, and life. The good, the bad, the ugly. Now let's do it. Let's get right in with the Backstage Pass with Ladylife. Hello and welcome. Guys, I know last week was a little crazy. Oh, y'all are already live. How you doing, babies? Big shout out to everybody that tuned in last week. I'm sorry that everybody was confused. Okay, so we are live right now on mixvibesradio.com. We are also live on Mixvibes Radio on Twitch. We are also live on @SweetGirl27 Instagram. We are also live on Ladylife NYC on Instagram. We are also live on YouTube, Mixvibes Radio. Mike, how many platforms do we have?
We got a total, I think like 6.
All right, 6 platforms. So we already have 7 viewers over here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in live. I love you guys so much. I just want to say thank you so much. So last week was a soft opening. We had a good time, Mike, right?
Yep.
Good time. Can we do like the audience? I want to get a little audience clap. Hey, I don't got my buttons. All right. Where do we go? A. Oh, that's daylight. Oh. I'm going to do the audience one. All right. So I don't know how to do it.
There you go.
Little audience clap, everybody. How's everybody feeling today? Beautiful day today. 61 the high. Great day today. Definitely the pick of the week, as my girl Elise would say. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We are welcoming spring. That's what we are welcoming, because it is a great day out there. And we really, really need to do some beauty shots today, right? What do you think? A little lipstick? Quickly, I just want to thank Halo Charms for this bracelet, because ever since I put this bracelet on my wrist, it's Citron, all natural, tiger eye. It's a blessing for all your signs out there. I am a Leo, if you haven't noticed yet. And I just want to say thank you so much for Halo Charms for doing the best, amazing bracelet for me. And thank you for my beautiful makeup and my eyelashes, Jenny Eyelashes at Lavish Salon in Whitestone. We have a lot of great things going on for you tonight. Remember, we are not only about music, we're about fashion, entertainment, art, and life. All the things going on in America today. So, without any further ado, let's talk about a few things that have been going on this week. First of all, in the entertainment world, I have to say, Mike, I took the time today to watch the Billie Eilish story, Blurred World, and let me tell you something. She's amazing. Now, granted, at 17, I did not have my parents with me on tour. I did not have my parents, my parents died. My mom died when I was 20 and I was on MTV, so that was a really rough time for me, and I had to regroup and start over. I was on MTV's The Grind back in the day. Yes, I was a dancer. But it's crazy because her success being with her brother in just her bedroom and doing this album was absolutely amazing. And to see, they really showed a part of her that touched with me today. And I couldn't stop thinking about it. That's why I have to talk about it. She's dating this guy. She's so emotional about him. And at these big shows like Coachella, and they're doing all these events, she can't get him on the phone. She can't find him. But listen, this is what I say to you, Billie Eilish. Those songs that you're writing about, that love, that's what makes your records. My first hit record, All I Do, when I went on many tours with all around the world, I went on 3 world tours, Tegucigalpa, San Pedro Sula, Venezuela, with MTV. I had an amazing musical career. That record was actually done in a rock type, a cappella type, a band, and dance remixes, and an R&B. And I have to say, without the heartbreak of the guy I was dating at the time, I wouldn't have been able to write those records. So Billie Eilish, I love you. You're so amazing. You're such an artist. I love the way she was like, I don't want any director to direct my videos. I get it, girl. If I didn't have all the A&R and the directors and all those people telling me what to do, I probably would have been as rich and famous as you, but that's okay, because I'm very happy where I am right now. I don't got to do makeup 7 days a week and wear those tight-ass garters anymore and get all those designers sending me. At one point, I had designers sending me 10,000, like I was telling you, the monster cases. You guys got it here. I know, right, Mike? They literally, for my first video, they sent me I don't even know. It might have been 20 cases of monster. For my first music video. So thank you to all the sponsors tonight. And thanks again for everybody for chiming in. Remember, this is about the community. Remember, we had a very serious quarantine. We had a very rough time this year. It was very difficult for everybody to come together. And a lot of my DJs and a lot of my producers are stuck in the houses right now. They're not out there performing for you. They're not out there DJing. So we got to support them. They're making a lot of amazing records because they actually have the time to create them. So we need to go out and support them. This is all about love and a beautiful community. There are no haters allowed here. I have a very, very special guest that's coming on in a few minutes tonight. My very, very dear friend for almost 3 decades, not aging myself. DJ Andrew Mendez. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get some applause. All right, I just want to say, Andrew is so amazing. He not only is he a fitness guru in the entertainment industry, but he also is such a genuinely wonderful person. I'm so honored. Every time he was live, he shouted me out and he supported me and was like the nightlife diva of New York City. Yes, I've been around for 25 years. If you're new and you just met me or you don't know me and you don't know what I do, my name is Ladylife. I've been in the integral music dance career for 25 years. I started in the hip-hop industry. I grew up on the block of Scribble. I've seen young black teenagers. I got inspired. My brother used to hang out with him and all my friends. I then did a lot of runs with Slinky. I did a lot of runs with all my friends. I just want to say thank you guys so much for being so supportive for 25 years. And I have to bring in my boy, DJ Andrew Mendez. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, what's going on, everybody?
Hey, buddy. What's up, man?
We got some people tuned in.
Yeah, we do. We're like bumping. I got a 37 already, which we're not even on, not even a 10 minutes. So thanks, guys, for tuning in with us. Andrew, how's it going, buddy?
Going really well. I have it pulled up on my phone right now. Just want to say a big shout out to everybody who's in. Jose, I see you. Barry Weiss, you're on. Everybody that's on Twitch, guys, please make your way over to share this page. Let's make this an open house party.
Absolutely. Yeah, we once again at Sweet Girl 20 at Ladylife NYC on Instagram, at Mixvibes Radio on Facebook, and I'm on my Facebook Live, Lynn Schilling Rivera, if you guys want to get onto that. I see Janae Sequoia. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. My husband, E Loco, and everybody else is watching. I can't scroll. I don't want to mess with the screen, but everyone that's logged in, thank you so much. Andrew, what a great year for you, man. Oh my God, Andrew, you just you took the quarantine and did a smackdown. You did like a Monday Night Raw smackdown on everybody.
Yeah, I did a little something. I think I had a great year. Thank you so much for recognizing that. I'm blushing right now because I have to practice taking compliments. So
I do the same thing. It's like you look down, you're like, yeah, I got this jacket at Versace, but I'm cool. Listen, dude, I totally get it. But I have to say, you totally took our visual and our crew and everybody that's been around in this world. Sorry, guys, I keep moving my microphone. I'm getting yelled at. I'm sorry. I keep covering my face. I'm looking over here. I got 8,000 cameras on me. I'm so sorry. I just want to say, Andrew, you totally took it to a whole new level.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea how it was going to turn out, because I was doing shows on the Function House, and then I just started that relatively quick when the new year came, 2020, and then, bam, 2-3 months later, we're in quarantine, and I knew I wanted to do something to help bring people together. I wasn't sure what it was, but it just felt natural to start playing live for everyone, and felt great.
Well, shout out to Mike Gentile in the Function House. It's funny. I have a client right down the block. I'm like, can I do your hair on the nights they have shows there? But now they don't let anybody in there. So, well, I understand the quarantine, but yeah, they did. Mike Gentile, I mean, that was just such a fantastic thing in the Function House. They support so many amazing DJs. I've seen so many great shows there, like my boy Dove, who will be on April 6th. I just have to say that you came out of the woodworks. Now, let's talk a little bit about our history. You and I know each other from the 90s.
Yeah, we go way back, girl.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We know each other from Cheetah. And Cheetah was, I'm going to say, in the 20s in Manhattan. And that was like, Do you remember just dropping Whitney Houston's track and it was over? I just, all I remember was Mendez, Whitney Houston, and not being able to walk out of there. That's all I remember with my girlfriends. And I'm still best friends with all these girls. And I have to say, I believe it was Denny Setos with you, right? Mm-hmm. It was you. Anthony Lamont was there, Savan, all the crew was there. And this is when, remember, I had just come from the rave scene and they had shut down all the raves. So like I needed to find like an outlet to find music. And I met up with Di Matteo and all of a sudden Cheetah took off. Tell me what was one of your fondest memories of Cheetah? Take a deep breath because it was so good.
You know, like there's so many memories that I guess like all the celebrities that would come in each and every single week.
Oh yeah.
That was definitely super memorable. You know, Cheetah was just one of the biggest and greatest parties in New York City, if you ask me, during that era. And I was just so super blessed to be a part of that. You mentioned like Jace and John DiMatteo, you know, Alex Cordova. Savan,
they left us and went to Vegas, these guys. They all left us, man. But I have to say, you're right. See, in the 90s, you can go to Exit, you can go to Limelight, you can go to Cheetah, you can go to Tunnel, and there were all celebrities out everywhere. I think people missed that. Even in Miami, I mean, come on, in the 90s, I was looking at the videos last night from the 90s, and I was like, thank God we're not doing Miami right now with the twerking outside the car. I was like, I don't know what I would have done, but we had an amazing run in the 90s, and I'm so honored that you're still doing it and you really pulled us through the quarantine. Tell me a little bit about what made you guys. I know Dim and Maddie started the classics and I know you kind of jumped in. So you were the first actual classics live stream, correct?
Yeah, I mean, so the classics group started with Maddie Hull. It started off as like this small little page and then fast forward a couple months in, it grew rather quickly. And I was just a guy on the page. I was always posting, you know, good content and stuff. And I remember when they hit about 13,000 followers in the group, they wanted to do something special. So they came to me and they asked me, and I was like very blessed to be asked to do the very first live stream.
That's awesome, man.
Group. And look at that, that live stream spawned something truly amazing throughout social media. And not only did the classics group start like this group, but it also spawned and inspired other people to start their own groups and other DJs to start live spinning and live streaming.
Yeah, you guys like that. You listen, first of all, my husband was like, when Ojeda started that Sunday thing, my husband was like, first of all, you got headphones on, you're running around the house, you're cleaning, what is going on here? I was calling all my girlfriends that I used to go to Neptunes and CPI with and Life and Rob James and the whole entire crew and Dimitri T. I mean, you guys really spawned something. I mean, it reached 13,000 followers in like almost immediately, right? I felt like it was overnight.
So it was like about 2 months, 2.5 months.
Unbelievable.
It hit it because that first broadcast was like in the beginning of March. And then we did another one the second week of March with DJ Razor.
Oh, then, yes, Razor. Love Razor.
And then the quarantine started. And then that's when I'll never forget. I did a Saturday night after hours live stream. We had thousands and thousands of people tuned in. And
dude, I was right there. I'm not going to lie. Yo, that was in... Listen, I lost 16 pounds in the quarantine while everyone else was drinking in town. I was dancing to you and Bones and all these people that were going live. So that was amazing. And then you guys got so involved with it, you actually started like donating to hospitals. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, just to rewind a little bit, you know, there was just so many great DJs that got to spin on the Classics Group page. I mean, you mentioned Jason Okita on that Sunday brunch.
Oh my God!
You know, that was massive.
Hands down to Ojeda. Thank you, brother. That was amazing.
We had so many DJs like DJ Scribble, you know, Hex Hector. Jonathan came on and helped. We assisted with some of his parties. So, you know, the main objective with the Classics Group was to just really connect everybody throughout this whole entire time and to spread out as much positivity as possible. And I guess that segues into what you just mentioned was, Matty Ho and the group and us, we decided to do something called House Music for Heroes. And I think that's something that is truly special because we as a community raised $10,000.
Yes, you did.
$10,000 for frontline workers.
Yes, you
and
did.
We traveled to so many different hospitals and we fed them. It's on our page. It was just such a fantastic thing for not only us to head up, but it couldn't have been done without the amazing dance music community.
Yes.
And that was the reason why we wanted to do it. We had to just keep putting out good, positive energy out into the universe through music, through videos, through quarantine dance challenges, through raising money for the people who's helping us. Our intention is always to just do as much good in the community as possible. So it couldn't have been done without the amazing people that contributed to House Music for Heroes.
House Music for Heroes, it was so amazing because my sister's hospital out in Stony Brook, you guys did a few hospitals out east, right?
Yeah, we did. Stony Brook was one. It doesn't come to memory right.
Well, you guys went nuts. That's the thing. All of a sudden, I was like, I think my boy's coming out there with food, and I was texting all these people. It really, I have to say, it almost went almost too fast. Everybody was jumping on because I think this is the thing. So in our late 20s, we're not going to age ourselves, but in our late 20s, there was CPI and Neptunes. Unfortunately, that shut down. Our community kind of got shut down. Factory was gone. See, I was doing Factory in the rave scene prior to when DiMatteo and those guys started doing it. So it was like a mixture of crowds. Once they shut down Long Island out east, I think we made too much noise, but that's okay. And we definitely messed up a lot of those beautiful mansions out there, but I'm sorry. All I remember was couches in the pool and chairs in the pool, but that's okay. All I know is that we went wild and crazy, and then for a couple of years, there was like nothing, and I felt like I went on tour, I released some records, so I missed a little bit of that. A lot of you guys stopped because it was almost like it got quiet in New York City, and I think when you guys brought that back, hundreds and hundreds, 13,000 people in 8 weeks is a lot, Andrew. That means you guys still have the emotional, the physical, and the soulful connection of house music. And that's what it's all about. That's what my show is about. It's about connecting all you guys back together. You guys inspired me to do the show. And Dimitri is one of my best friends. Shout out to Dimitri T. You guys are doing Mozzie out east, right? You guys joined together just recently? Was that a together thing you guys just did?
No, we've connected more closely over the last couple of years, but Dimitri is my brother from another mother, and a lot of where I am today to his motivation and inspiration behind the scenes.
Yeah, he's so fantastic. He truly is amazing. So I have a quick question for you. So as you know, my show is called Backstage Pass. Is there a really, you don't have to mention any celebrity names here, is there a really cool backstage story that you might have that you might want to share, something that inspired you?
Wow, inspired me?
Yeah, something like that. I'll tell you my first time, and it might ring some bells. So I was very young. I was definitely in my late teens. Someone told me I was going to go to Jones Beach. I had tickets. At that time, I was a producer and a promoter at Limelight. So, I had some ins at certain events. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know Incubus and all these big people and Eddie Farrell. Shout out to Eddie, one of my best friend. We all hung out together. I was going to a show, and right before we were ready to go out on main stage, I had these beautiful custom-made Colombian beautiful shoes, and my heel got stuck right in the grate right before I ran out on stage. It was a very big group that was performing, and I went out on stage barefoot, but it was like the best time in my entire life. And that's one of the shows like I'll never forget. Something that kind of like makes you laugh, or somebody that you met that you're inspired by.
A couple things come to mind.
All right, cool.
I guess something a little bit more recently.
Okay.
I kind of got starstruck during one of my quarantine sets.
Really?
Because Junior tuned in one night.
Oh.
And that was really a special moment for me, because I spent my whole entire career, trying to be like Junior Vasquez, like many other DJs.
I'm going to raise my hand to that. Junior, listen.
So
Did he stay? Did he chill out for a little while?
yeah, he was commenting in the chat. I was playing Pleasure Principle, and then he popped in and he was like, "Oh, I know this record," and then everybody was chiming in. Then I remember stopping the music and thanking him personally for being such a inspiration to not only myself but to a lot of many DJs out there. And I think that was something that was inspiring because, you know, it's Junior.
Okay, well, you know what? You just reminded me. You know what? This is an important story that I have to tell because Junior, I was doing Unity in the 90s, and he was playing Tunnel, I'm assuming after hours. I left one of the events, and I went over to Tunnel. It might have been one of my first entries. I got there very late in the morning, and I'm still best friends with Joyce, my girlfriend. We got there, and we went on it was like a side door. It wasn't the main door where we used to get everybody into Tunnel. It was like a middle door in the middle of the block. As you know, it's a very long block. And the guy was like, "I don't know you two, but if you two kiss, you'll get in." So mind you, this is my best friend from high school. I looked at her. I was like, "I really, really like this music." So she went, "Okay, we're in." He actually let us in. All I remember was walking into the dance floor. I will never forget it. It was these really big guys in Harley jackets banging on drumsticks, beating to the music, and we stepped in and we saw the block. It was like literally, you know, the tunnel's like a block long, and all we saw was hands and naked bodies. And I'm getting the goosebumps telling you this, but that was my first Junior experience, and from that point on, that was it. Ladylife was born. That was it for me, and I don't forget it because it was so amazing. It was so brilliant. And the music he was playing, you remember, like you said, it was the 90s. So these were all like Madonna, Paula. These were all songs. I'm sure a lot of these remixes that they were doing were not even out yet because there wasn't even a lot of labels out that did house music at that time. So we were probably hearing, if I'm correctly, an Akai 1200 with a bunch of samples on it where they were just hitting buttons and everybody was going nuts. But once I stepped in that club, many years later, I became one of the directors. I had my own office there with Ray and Nick and the whole crew. But I have to say, my first Junior experience, as well as you, really changed my life. So that's awesome. That's a great experience story. He just doesn't realize like the amount of people he touched, especially in New York City and all over the world. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So the basic thing is this. We've brought this community together. What are you guys doing? What's your plans for this summer? Because I know we could do pops outside. Do you guys have any ideas if the quarantine is going to end? I'm thinking pre-sale tickets for outdoor events. Is that what you guys are thinking?
You know what? There's just so much that's up in the air these days.
Yeah, I know.
What I can talk about is that we have a lot of parties that are planned out for the rest of the season, and I'm really, really excited to start talking about those. But I can't talk about any just yet.
Okay.
So everyone's just going to have to,
you can call in. You can always call in, and we'll always let people know what's going on. That's what we have you for. Before we go, I just want to say I have a little snippet of your new song called Everybody. It's exclusively only on Beatport. It will be on all platforms in the next 2 weeks. Do you mind if we play a little snippet of Everybody to surprise everybody for you?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Mendez with a quick little snippet of Everybody on Beatport.com. Let's hit it. Yes. I want more, Andrew. Stop it. I'm only allowed to play 20 seconds.
Did it come in all right?
Oh, it sounded awesome.
Yeah.
We heard it. We heard it over here. So listen, a lot of people are chiming in saying, what can we, guys, mixvibesradio.com. It's that simple. Just type it in your browser and you guys can watch us live. I could see all the viewers on this side. Shout out to everybody watching. I can't scroll too much, but thank you guys so much for chiming in. Andrew. Thank you so much. Will you please call in over the next couple of weeks and let us know where you are
Absolutely.
and what parties you're doing?
For sure.
You absolutely promise. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you could find DJ Andrew Mendez on the Classics page all the time. When are you going live again? Because I think you took did you take a little break here?
You know what? I'll be going live very, very soon. I haven't
Okay, cool.
decided yet. You know, like, I've just been so busy trying to put together shows behind the scenes, meetings like crazy. So I will be back very, very soon.
Andrew, you did it to yourself, man. I'm sorry. First of all, your smile lights us up. We are so happy to have you involved with the industry again. Everybody loves you. I truly, in all my years, 2 to 3 decades, have never heard a single bad verb about you. I just want to say thank you so much for being a part of our community. Thank you so much for bringing us back together. We love you so, so much. We're very excited. Everybody, go out to beatport.com. Get that record, everybody, because it brings everybody together. And Andrew, once again, thank you so much for bringing us together. Andrew Mendez, we love you. Thanks, Andrew.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Oh, God, I love Andrew Mendez, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do one more. Can I bring it down again? And one more, Andrew Mendez. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Mendez. Once again, if you're just tuning in, I'm getting a lot of messages live. Guys, it's mixvibesradio.com. We are also live on Twitch, Mixvibes Radio. We have a special guest calling in a little while. But let's talk about what's going on the basics. Mike, who's your favorite artist? I'm just curious about how you feel about art. You know, like, we don't ever talk about this, and I got to get my producer, Mike, in here. It's our first Grand Big Show. Who do you love?
I bounce around a lot, so I mean, it varies, you know, from genre to genre. I mean,
You're like me. We love everything.
Yeah, you know,
from Beethoven to Nas.
Yeah. Like
right. I listen to, you know, as everybody knows, I leave at 2:00 in the morning for work. I do work very early in the morning. I work with a lot of celebrities during the day. I do hair, and on the way in, I listen to opera. But on the way home, I could drop King's Disease by Nas, his new album. And let me tell you something. The album is fantastic. Reppin' Queens, representing. We got Mixed Vibes Radio out here in Queens Whitestone if you guys ever want to chime into us. And you can call us live at 718-616-9971. Let's do a quick advertisement because we all got to pay the bills. All right, here we go. Hey, man, where'd you get that shirt? I don't know. I got it from Doe Wiz Apparel. Smart way to get that money. Check them out. T-shirts, jumpsuits, sweatshirts, hoodies, and more. Don't forget to get your hot mask spring and summer 2021 with Doe Wiz Apparel, an untapped culture that says it's okay to be smart. Smart way to get that money. www.doewizapparel.com. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. If you're just tuning in with us, I am Ladylife, and we are live at mixvibesradio.com, where we talk about entertainment, music, fashion, life, and more. Now, listen, I know you guys have all been stuck in quarantine, but I'd like you guys to call in or share your stories with us. You could also DM me at Ladylife NYC anytime on Facebook or at Sweet Girl 24/7. That's my personal Instagram. So, Mike, I got to go back to this because I didn't really tap into this because we had a great interview with Andrew Mendez today. I just got to say, I watched the Billie Eilish. Did you watch that 2-hour show yet? Did you watch it?
No, not yet.
Okay. I'm going to make you watch it because I literally couldn't. I went home to try to take a nap today. I went walking in Central Park for an hour. I couldn't believe, like, the amount of work this young girl did from 13 to 17. And she went from like 1 million followers to 16 million in just a few months. I mean, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of time. I mean, that's not a lot of time to get that many viewers. I mean, I went on world tours and I was in the house and music industry. I didn't have management. I didn't have my mom. I had my dad, but my dad was on the West Coast. Now, my father was a pretty famous singer in the 50s and 60s, so he taught me how to get, do what I got to do. I also performed at the Garden. I went on a few world tours. I had 27 global dance music hits by DJ Dove, DJ Joski, Tool Room Records. I had a lot of people that I was involved in. We'll talk about all that another time and play my records. But I could never. First of all, the girl gets to take naps. And what did you say when I walked in here today?
You slept.
He goes, how do you do this? How are you even alive right now? Mike, it's the love. I love my community, and I love my people, and I love everybody that's involved. We've all been here a really, really long time, and the quarantine took a lot out of us.
Like the Energizer Bunny.
Well, I do nap. See, I'm all about beauty sleep. That's the thing. You guys have to know this. I do my beauty sleep. It's very important. Yo, what's up, Bones? Chris Bones in the house. Creator. We better get Creator up in here. Creator, give me a thumbs up if you could join, or I could wait. Oh, let me wave back to you. What's up, buddy? Yo, we got to get Creator in Park Rave 194. Let's talk about that for a minute, because it's important that the viewers know who I am. If you're new and you're just tuning in, my name is Ladylife. Originated in Whitestone, Park Rave 194. Shout outs to Rock and Creator and the whole crew, Stevie, everybody, Angie. There's a million of them, so I promise I'll shout you out. Give me some time so I don't get my ass kicked, because you know they take it down over here in Whitestone. Yo, I'm in Whitestone. Don't come get me. I don't want to tell everybody where I was, but they know I'm here. Like Sean Lynch and everybody.
I'm going to shout out, do a quick rundown on the
who's
Mixvibes,
here?
Who we got on check-in. We got Tony D.
Yo, Tony D, what's up? What's up?
Carrie
Carrie Licata, what's up, Carrie?
Right.
I already know.
Oh, man. Well, we got Andrew. We have Jose Vargas.
Yeah, what's up, Jose? Oh, Jose. Yo, Jose's my boo-boo. I know who you are, Jose. I'm watching you.
We got Barry Weiselberg.
What's up, Barry? How you doing tonight?
And let's see. We got Diana
Diana Sharillo. Yo, she's in Disneyland. Yo, D, first of all, stop posting Disneyland, because you know I'm not allowed to fly right now. I get tested for COVID every 72 hours with the fucking thing up my nose, double nostril. So enough with the... Yo, guys, thank you so much for chiming in. I got a bunch of people over here. Hey, Lauren, what's going on? I got Chris, Janae Sequa. My husband is live. What's up to everybody tonight? So I just want to say, guys, tonight is about art, music, fashion. We do this show about love and bringing the community together. It's very important that everybody knows the quarantine was hard on everybody, right, Mike? I mean, this was difficult. Like, you opened your studio and then it got shut down basically because of quarantine, right?
Yeah, we actually lost one of our shows. He was a paramedic. He worked in the hospital in Jersey.
Oh, really?
He's actually like a nurse, actually.
Tech.
Yeah, tech. And he passed away. His name's Don Solo.
Shout out to Don Solo. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, he was a wonderful person to know.
Yeah, I'm up to, I hate to say it, but I'm up to number 18. I've had the longest. I feel like I lived in funeral parlors and churches this year, and it's important to talk about. I know people don't want to be, discriminatory about what we talk about on the radio show, but this is my show and I need to talk about it because I'm a sensitive woman and I'm emotional, and most of my friends who know me, I'm very spiritual, and I feel like I'm like the mother to everybody, the mama life to everybody. It's really important that everybody takes care of each other, and I want to bring this up. I usually bring it up at the end of my show, but I want to bring it up right now. Guys, there's a lot of people that became nurses and doctors that did not expect to go out into the world and do this. I have a few really good friends that do this every single day. And in the beginning of the pandemic, and then when we had that second wave, it got really crazy out there. We lost a lot of really, really good people, not because they were actually sick, but because they actually were just in it working. It wasn't even like they, like even Andrew was saying, all the donations, these people were working nonstop. First of all, they didn't even have PPP. They didn't even have protective gear. At one point, I'm not going to lie, you guys know I'm a celebrity hairstylist, but I was doing hair in alleyways and decks to transport. They said, you give me a haircut, I'll give you mask. Do you believe that? So someone said, oh, it's better to get weed in an alleyway than a haircut. I was literally, could ask my husband, swear to God, I was doing haircuts outside in alleyways just to get N95 mask at one time. And this was crazy because I literally couldn't believe that we shut down. I've never stopped cutting hair since I was, I don't know.
Some of the barbers were charging like $50.
Yo, for a little shape up. Listen, I didn't charge a lot because I knew a lot of people were out of work. That's not my thing. But the barbers, listen, I get it. They don't make a lot of money. They make $10 and $20 a pop. I make a little bit more than that, so it's a little different.
They were getting that stripper money.
Oh, make it rain, 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 make it rain. Hey. So listen, that happens. Where's my hey, hey, hey? I need my hey, hey, hey button. All I know is that it became very difficult for a lot of people out there. And this show is to bring people together, bring our community together, the dance music community and the hip hop community, because I shared a lot of time with those guys, the art community as well. Listen, the art guys, they don't have a place to show their art. All these galleries are shut down too. The break dancers on the streets, the dancers in music videos. Half my friends dance for Rihanna, Pink, Eminem, all these people that go on tours, they're not even dancing.
Broadway.
Yeah, oh, please, don't even get me started. All my Broadway peeps are out. I used to work on all the girls from Wicked. They're out. They're all back in South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas. So for all you Broadway people, I'm hearing, I don't know if I'm correct, but I'm hearing Broadway might bring you guys back. I'm just saying possibly October, November for Christmas time. It will be limited seating. And I just hope you guys come back, because everybody knows I've been in sat front row on Broadway for 20 years. I'm very honored and dedicated to be to that scene. Everybody knows I was a dancer, and I love that culture, and I'm obsessed with you guys. I just want to mention a quick shout out to you guys. I got my boy George, who is my guitarist in my band. George, I'm giving you an applause. I gotta tune that out. George is in the house. What's up, buddy? James, yo, what's up, Ghetto D? And Paul, that's also who I'm talking about. My guys who are logged on now. These guys work at the Plaza. These guys work at these hotels. These hotels have been shut down. But the great thing is that the Hamptons is open. They're doing a lot of outdoor events. They'll all be out there this summer. So please go out and check them out. Really quickly, we just got to pay the bills because we have a surprise guest calling in a few minutes. And I also have a very, very big announcement for all my viewers tonight. And I did not even announce this to my family. So I have something really big for you guys. So we're going to do a quick promotion and we'll be right back. Are you looking for your dream home? Well, I know the guy to do it. Sean Lynch at the A-Team Real Estate Group, LLC. Licensed real estate salesperson. Office phone number 718-915-7000 or direct at 516-399-7333. Email Sean Lynch at ateamnewyork.com. Located at 540 Little Neck Parkway, Suite number 5, Little Neck, New York. Once again, that's Sean Lynch at the A-Team New York. Hey, George, I noticed you're listening. And George, listen, George knows I was in a band and we did a show. I know you're listening. George, if we could probably sneak a call in here. George, if you can, 718-616-9971. I see you, George. If you could call in, I got a few minutes before. Can we manage this? Maybe a quick call in before the other call in? If somebody calls in? All right, so George is my bassist in my band. First of all, it was the best times of my life. But George has the Ugly George show out in Long Island. You could see him anytime at the Ugly George show. I don't know why you call yourself Ugly George, because you look like a mini Slash, and we love you. George was my bassist. I had a rock group called Body Shot, and we were doing really good, and we blew up, and we were selling out shows. And then our drummer got signed. And sometimes you gotta let these guys go when they get signed. You gotta let them go be who they gotta be, because I've always been that type of girl. All my dancers, every person that's ever danced to me, first of all, has been picked up by Rihanna, Pink, J-Lo. I've lost them all. But I always told them, you gotta, if you're on big stages with me, well, I've had the privilege of being on all the biggest stages in the world. I'm very honored to do the Garden, and please, I've done a lot of places. But I always said, if you get called, go. Because I'm not going to be able to feed you like that. If you're going to go do Wembley and you're going to go do all these places across the country, Central America, it is what it is. You got to go do what you got to do. I'm a big supporter. Everybody knows me as Mama Life. My 194 crew, as you know me, Creator, Park Rave guys, will all have you up here one night. I got to have them all in one show because they live right here. But if you guys know me, I'm all about supporting other people. I'm always about giving back. That's why we donate in the quarantine. We take care of people. That's what's most important to me. I need you guys to know that this is all about a community. We want to bring people. Hold on. What's the number again? All right. George is calling in. Yo, this is my bassist. This is an impromptu call. George, 718. That's right. 616-9971. My husband's here in the background laughing because he loves you, and we miss you, George. It's been so long. George does a lot of shows. He actually just performed last week. He does a lot of great shows out there. First of all, George never sang in the background of the band. Paul, my cousin, who was a guitarist, sang, and Kato did the drums. So if he rings in, we have to chime him in right here. Oh, my God, he's going to go crazy right now. And I would love to promote some of his shows because everybody loves to go see him. He's such a great singer, and he's such a great person. And, yeah, he's just a big part of my life. We've been around for at least 2 decades together. You let me know if he rings in here. But I'm going to give you a little applause if you chime in for us today. All right, I'm just going to do a quick little promo before we get George on the line. Once again, we got a quick little advertisement. We got to pay the bills. You know how it goes. We're on radio, live syndication. Let's go. Hey, Blue Michael. Oh, wait. Is he in? Hold on. Blue Michael, what's going on? Is he in?
Hello.
Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, it is George from the Ugly George Show, my old bassist. I don't want to say old because please tell me one day we'll play again.
Yes, we will.
God.
I'm actually calling about them alleyway haircuts. Are you still doing that?
Yeah. Yo, I love you, bro. Can we please go back to the card shop and practice beneath it on Jericho Time Pride? Don't you miss that spot, bro?
You know, I wonder if they're even still there, but...
they're not, because you know I stalk them. They're not. They're not.
Oh, if not there anywhere else, it'd be fine.
Oh, well, listen. George, we have a few minutes before my next caller. George, can you please tell us what's going on and where you're performing? Because I know you've been doing some outdoor events.
I'll be performing at the Garden, the Olive Garden, that is.
Now you know why I loved him in my bands. George, can I please tell him our quick story about when all the labels came out for us and I had my first adrenaline rush, please? Please, and then I'll let you talk. Okay. So we're at the Boulevard. It's sold out. Crash Mansion. Well, Crash Mansion was downstairs, and the Boulevard was upstairs, right? And it was sold out. It was packed. Hey, Ron Russo, what's up? Brooklyn, represent. Okay, really quickly. I got a few minutes, and then I got to chime in here. Okay, George is rocking out. We're backstage. We're getting ready. We do my whole set. Lita Ford, Joan Jett, Madonna, Gwen Stefani. I actually sang a lot of these records. George and Paul worked with me for a couple of months. I didn't want to sing rock. I didn't think I could do it. It actually boosted my ego, made me learn how to write hit songs. I thank George and Paul for part of my musical career. Thank you, George.
We did some originals that night as well.
Oh, well, that's right. We did All I Do. I was just talking about that earlier in the show. Yeah. All I Do, our original, which your favorite, which was awesome because I wrote that. Obviously, Broken Hearted. I was talking about Billie Eilish today. I was broken hearted about that, and you loved All I Do. But check this out. Are you ready, Mike? I do the show. I get off stage. And I don't know if it was I don't remember what label was there, but I grabbed George's arm and I dug his arm and I go, I can't breathe. So George goes, come with me outside. We leave. It's packed. It's Thursday night. I remember it was a Thursday. It was a little rainy, but we still sold out. We always sold out. Always. We did Coney Island. We did KTU. We did a ton of shows together. This is in my rock stage in the mid-2000s after my first little house releases. George is outside going, breathe, push, breathe. I had no idea what an adrenaline rush was. And an adrenaline rush is when you sing Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone, Lita Ford, Went to a Party Last Saturday. I had sing all these songs on a high-strung pitch. And what happened was my heart started to race. And I couldn't even catch my breath. George was outside. Literally, I have to stand up. He was going, focus and push, blow and push. We got to go inside. The labels are ready. I had people.
Lamaze.
Yeah, Lamaze. George, do you remember that?
Good times. I sure do.
Good times?
Good times.
Those are horrible. That was horrible. I tell my husband about that story, and he doesn't understand. Like, I literally couldn't breathe. I never, mind you, we had like one little drink. That was it. George, it took us about 10 minutes to get back inside, right?
Yeah, it was a minute for sure.
Yeah, a minute for sure. So, George, let's talk about, what you're doing now. How was your quarantine? How are the family doing? How's Vula? How's the kids doing?
Well, what everybody's doing, like everybody else is doing, a little at a time. We're doing a hell of a lot more now than we were, obviously, this time last year.
Okay.
But we're just trying to get back to, like, a normal routine, whatever that is. But, yeah, gigs are starting to come in again, so I'm doing some more solo acoustic stuff, which I'm happy about. My original band is actually about to get ready to do some stuff. We actually have a live stream coming up in I won't give away too much because I'm not supposed to, but a live stream coming up in April that we're going to be doing out of the city that we'll be talking about in the beginning of April. We have a show coming up in June. So, we have a couple of things that are starting to brew. We're finishing up the album, so we're excited about that. It should have been finished. It would have been finished had we not, gone through all this crazy stuff. Yeah, and that's it. Just,
Wait. So let's talk about the name of the band. How can we find the name of the band? Give us some of the links so we can find you guys.
The original band is Streetlight Circus.
Okay.
All right, and we just been kicking stuff around the New York area now for a minute, and we got, like I said, we have the new album coming out, so that'll be hopefully sometime I want to say summer or fall.
Okay.
We'll have to see because we're going to try to shop it first before anything, so we don't know where that's going to go, if it'll be a quick thing or it'll take some time, but we are finishing up tracking in the next couple of weeks, and then it'll go off to get mixed and mastered. And so we're super stoked about that. We got a bunch of pretty cool artists on there as well who joined us to help us out. And yeah.
Well, George,
you'll have to have me back when everything.
Yeah, I was going to say, George, if I could have you in the studio, listen, if I could have you here with the band, that would be amazing. Yeah. Streetlight Circus, I would love to have you guys. It would be a family affair. I just, people don't know that I was in a rock band, and it's so important to know, like, I have done literally every genre. I've written rap, I've written soul, I've written R&B, I've written house, and I've had hits in almost every single genre. I have 27 global hits, and I never talked about it. I never had any management, and you were a really big part of that because you forced me to learn. You said if you want to be famous, you need to follow the greats and learn their music. Joan Jett, Lita Ford, Gwen Stefani, Madonna. So I praise you and I love you, and tell Vula and the kids I said hi. Now you have some outdoor shows coming up in Wantor. Where are you?
Yes, I'm going to be. Oh boy, I don't have my calendar in front of me.
That's okay. That's okay.
I've got dates coming up. I have dates coming up in April. I mean, if you look up the Ugly George show, they're all there. But yeah, I'll be back out in Craft in Wantagh. I'll be doing some stuff in Bayshore at the Great South Bay Brewery at the end of April there. It's just a bunch of dates now that there's a lot more outdoor stuff going on. More and more dates are coming in because I guess it's just a lot easier to get people outside.
Well, it's safer. It's safe outdoors. So stay safe with your family, George. Thank you so much for surprising me. You always warm my heart. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The Ugly George Show. He is not ugly. He is very freaking handsome. Thank you so much. I have another caller coming in, George. Thank you again for logging on. And right. George, stay tuned. Everybody out in Wantor and in Craft, the Ugly George Show. Thank you again, George, for chiming in with us. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thanks. Do we have another caller coming in already? Okay, we're just going to move right on here. All right. Hey, do I got my boy from Brooklyn on the line?
You got it, girl.
No way. Yo, shout out to Tony D, ladies and gentlemen. Hey.
What's up?
What's going on, Tony? How you doing today?
Good.
All right, Tony. So I know you're going to be here in the studio next week. Tony, I got callers calling in. I have my own band members trying to get me on here. So you know that. Yeah, this is awesome. I just want to say thank you so much for chiming in with us. And you got a lot of stuff going on right now. And I don't want to give too much away because we only have a few minutes to talk about it. But I got to know this, Tony. We're talking about quarantine today. It seems to be the topic and the story about what's going on. The quarantine was not easy for everybody, but all of a sudden, I saw your face and the word "why not" come up, your beautiful wife, and a bunch of kids dancing around. How did you guys start Why Not? What happened?
It's crazy because I was always against these live streams. I thought they were cheesy. A lot of guys were doing it. I didn't like the way they were doing it. And I have so much music. I had to get it out. I had to play it. So I was like, why not? Let me do it. And that was it. I got the kids rounded up, and I said, let's go.
Yeah, you guys, listen, you guys did awesome, I have to say. And you know what? You know what's funny? When I wrote you, I was like, I was going to write "why not" just come on the show, but I thought that was so cheesy. But, like, why not? That was so smart.
No, why not?
It was so smart to do. But besides Why Not, you have a lot of stuff going on. So you have a track called Mind coming out, Energy, Transfer. Tell me about Mind. How did Mind come about?
Well, since the quarantine, me doing all the shows, I started getting a spark. I started getting the spark back, the love back for the music, you know what I mean? And then I was watching on Facebook that the J.R. Mack was doing sessions under the bridge.
Oh, I didn't make it. I will make it. Bones, I know. Please, how was it?
I went down there. Boom! I got the love back. They put it back in my heart.
Tony, hold on one second. Everybody was texting me from down there, and we used to throw secret raves on Plum Beach that got shut down by helicopters. That's how gangster we were. I will make it this summer, and I have to shout out to Bones because I love him. He is truly one of my favorite DJs on earth, and he knows how much I love him. And I didn't make it down there. We were supposed to go one day, and they were like, you got to park and walk, and I wore heels, and they got mad, and like, you got to walk in the sand. So right, that's why I did the show. We got the spark back. So is that what started you to do Mind, Energy, and Transfer?
Yeah, me and my partner were doing things prior, doing major things. Then we separated a little bit. Now I'm doing my own thing. I had to get back in the studio. You have to make tracks. You have to do the production. It's a big part of it.
I'd love to do some vocals for you. If you guys have time for Ladylife vocals, I'm a 27 global hit dance artist.
I can't wait for next week because I have so much stuff to talk about. I have so much stuff coming out.
All right, awesome. So why don't we save that and just say, Transfer on Sector Records, co-produced by Brutal Bill, all these records stay gold. Tony D is going to be with us live. You're coming here live, right? We're not zooming. All right, because I need some Brooklyn love right here.
No, 100%. I just want to say one thing. I want to say what's up to Andrew Mendez, bro. He's a big part of what's going on in this whole pandemic thing. He really inspires a lot of people to keep doing what they're doing.
Isn't he wonderful, Tony? Like, he's so great, and he does fitness, and he's so inspiring, and he smiles, and he shouts us all out, and he really, truly is a natural, and that's why I wanted to do my first show with all of you guys that really inspire me. I have the goosebumps right now because I feel the love, I feel the energy, and you guys are so great, and I have so much more to talk about, but my show is ending in a few minutes. But
I also want to tell you, I'm so proud of you for doing what you're doing because this community really needs what's going on now. What you're doing they need to know what's going on behind the scenes,
It's a lot of work, man. You know what, Tony? It is. You guys work hard, and I wanted, I was always the mother, and as your brother, I was your manager of your brother with Limelight and Tunnel and Unity. When we started Unity, they were going to close the club, and we begged them to keep it open after NASA. And because of Unity, we made enough money for them to recreate Body and Soul. And, there's so much to talk about, and I can't wait to spend the hour with you next week. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony D.
Next week, baby.
Next week, baby. Brooklyn in the house. Yo, Ron is on live, Tony. Ron Russo. Yo, shout out. Yo.
I love you.
All right, we love you guys. Thank you so much, Tony D, for chiming in. Next week, Tony D, say go. Why not, everybody?
Love you.
Yo, love you too, brother. Yo, thank you again for chiming in tonight. Wow, Mike, the phone isn't stop ringing over here. We might have to do a 2-hour show. I need a little sip of my tea. My 28 detox Gee, should I do a commercial? If you want to lose weight if you're over the age of 40, 28-day detox. All right, we got to pay the bills really quickly. We got a quick advertisement for you. IFeelPR.com for all your PR needs. Are you looking for a campaign or just wanting to refresh your look? Check these guys out. The social media experts in branding, new look, new view. Eiffel PR for all your needs. All right, one more. I got one more last minute advertisement because we missed it. So guys, UDA, let's go. Ultimate Dance Academy. Do you think you have what it takes in hip-hop, African, modern, ballet, acting, jazz, and musical theater? That's okay. Come check us out at UDA. Anthony Borello, Artistic Director, Choreographer to the Stars. Check them out this summer. It's a summer intensive dance-safe, outdoor location, and indoor. Also, make sure you check us out at Ultimate Dance Academy, 718-527-8450, located at 13895 Francis Lewis Boulevard. Once again, Mike, thank you so much, man. This all happened because Sean Lynch did a freaking sports show, right? And I said, where the hell are you? And he goes, I'm in Queens. I'm like, I'm 10 minutes away. As long as I'm in bed by 8:30, I could do this show. We did it, man.
All of a sudden, here we are.
What a great show, man. All right, so I got to shout out to my husband that's always so supportive, and he's been by my side for a really long time, and I love you, my baby. Six years, I love you so much. We have an anniversary coming up. We actually got married, and then we celebrated our 1 year in quarantine. I had this big photo shoot planned for us in Central Park. So I actually, you know what I did, Mike? We met camping. Mm-hmm. So I set up a campsite. I made him wear a wristband to enter the door and walk in, and I shoved him under a little camper in the bedroom. He's like, what the hell are you doing? I was like, it's around a. It's the only thing I could think of. Every store was closed, and the only thing that was open was the grocery store. So I couldn't do anything for him. So, hey, we made it, right? We made it through quarantine. So peace and love to everybody out there. Tune in every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. to the podcast show. You know how we roll. It's 718-616-9971. Next week, we got with the whole crew coming in. We got Tony D and the Brooklyn crew. Shout outs to Andrew Mendez tonight. What an amazing interview. Thank you so much for starting classics, Andrew. We love you so much. I saw Patricia Cardello, my client of many years, was chiming in. We love you so much. Paulie VJ, I love you guys. And James from Jersey. Shout out to my girl Lucy Lou in the house. And once again, you guys have all been so amazing. I love you all. Don't forget to donate and adopt. Don't shop. If you guys see the bins on the side of the streets, we need a lot of food. We need a lot of clothes right now. There are still a lot of people that don't have things in the quarantine. And my job is to bring you all together for love, peace, happiness, prosperity. Don't forget, every Tuesday night, Backstage Pass with Ladylife. Next week, we got the special Tony D. Stay gold. Stay tuned with everybody else. We are... Mike's looking at me.
Go download that Andrew Mendez.
Download with Andrew Mendez? Oh, yes. Download the Andrew Mendez. I was like, download. We're going to download everybody on Beatport. Remember, it's only exclusive for Beatport. We're the first ones to hear it tonight. First ones live. That's how we roll here at the Ladylife Show. Remember, keep your energy positive. Keep your love life up. Keep your special vibes to special people are important. We love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much for George of the Ugly George Show, my favorite friend in the whole entire world. 718-616-9971. Mixvibesradio.com. We out. We love you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Thank you so much, Mike. Have a great night.